So we have seen one simple mapping here. Now let us see how we can prepare some complex mappings, or what are all the different types of operators we have in OWB. So here if you see in the employees table, we have different columns. Like what are all the columns we have here? We have in employees we have department number, we have salary, we have job type, we have manager, we have hire date, we have salary, we have department number. So in my employees table, I want to have the details like what is the employee name, what is the manager name, and what is the hire date, salary already we have, commission we have, and department. Instead of number, I want to have department DPT, right? I want to have location as well as a department name I want to have in my table. So here what is happening is, so in employees tables, first of all we have to create the columns, right? So earlier we have created the table in warehouse builder itself. Now let us modify this table in the database level, and then we can import it, and then we can let us try to perform the operations or mapping, whatever is required. So let us see what are all the different column properties we have for employee, EMP, and department. So this is there, department number is there. So for employees, what I will do is I will add some new columns. Alter table employees, add what columns I want to add. Manager name I want to add, but it will be varchar of 10. Manager name varchar 2 of 10. This is one column I want to add here, and another one is from this table. We have the salary we have. I don't want to see the commission part, but in my table I want to have department name and location. So department name is varchar to 14, location is 30, varchar to 13. Similarly, it is alter table employees, add what do you want to add? Department name, DEPT name I am adding as varchar to 14, right? And the next one is location, right? Alter table employees, add location varchar 2 of 13. I'm putting here. So now I'm adding all these columns to the existing table. So what will happen is the columns will be added, but there will not be any value for this one. All these new columns will have null values, because we do not have any these are the columns added now, so by default they will be null. but maybe you can give default number, but that will be again will be only useful for the new values. So for the time being, so this is a complete table. I want to have employees, okay, employees. So now I have created the columns in the database level. Now let us go to the warehouse builder first, and here already this table is there, right? So let us try to update the table structure. So in order to update it, go to import part and see database objects. So under the database objects, actually we will find out all the available database objects in the Scott schema, but here we are interested for the one table, right? The required table for us is employees. So let us see where is this table first. I don't want all the things, I want only employees. Here put it, employees. Next, see the tables. So with that filter condition, the available tables will be displayed here. Okay, so employees table, see this is the only one table we have. I am selecting this table. So table selected. Next, re-import, because this is already existing, so it will say that it is re-import. Yeah, that's fine. Finish. So it will update the employees table columns and all. Importing employees, importing employees, importing employees. Importing employees. See, synchronized. The table got synchronized. You can see the details. Columns. These columns were not changed. These are all the previous columns we had, right? So these columns they are same columns, but new columns we got 3 new columns. The 3 columns are manager name, department name, location. All these things we have added here, right? So the same changes got reflected here. So say okay. Okay, so now the table got updated here, right? And I'm going to the same mapping again. Here we will do a small changes here. Changes in the sense, let us see. First of all, remove this condition. We have the employee tables. Okay, so what are all the columns we need? We need the manager name, right? At the same time we need department name and location name also. So that means employee details I need, manager details I need department details. Okay, I don't want to have the IDs, any of the IDs. So for that, from employees I have all the employee related information: employee ID, employee name, salary, hire date, manager name. Manager ID is there, but from that we have to identify manager name. And from department table we need to have a department name and location. So again go back to the mapping. Go back to the mapping. Here already employee EMP is there, okay, in this one. So now select the table operator, okay, so that we can include the department table, employee table, all those things we can include. Okay, So I'm including the table. So right now under this project we have only Scott. Under that we have employee EMP table is there and a department table is there. Already one EMP table we have selected, so another EMP I'm taking a copy of existing EMP table and department table. That means there will be 3 source tables here. You see, 3 source tables, right? We got 3 source tables here. So in employee tables, remove all these 3 columns first. Okay, department table, EMP1 we have, okay, 3 tables we have, and on the right side we have employees table. Employees table is the target table. So this also actually we have to include, right, because this table structure also got changed. So we have to include the employees table also. Again I'm going to the table operator. I'm taking employees table. Okay, we got the employees and all. So now what I have to do, I can get the employee information from EMP table. Okay, I have to get manager information also from employee table. I have to get the department and location information from depart table. So I have to join all these 3 tables, right? So in order to join this one, first of all we need to have a joiner operator. Take a joiner operator. Take joiner operator. We have taken the joiner operator, right? So for the joiner operator, I'm taking all the required column, all the columns from EMP table, and this is for the employee details. And for this one I need what details I need? I need the employee name, I need the manager name, but manager is also employee in the same company, right? So I need to get the employee, based on employee ID I have to get the manager details. Okay, so these are the 2 input groups, and the third input is department name. So department, based on department number I am getting all these things. So let us, so go to the joiner operator here. Joiner operator, see what is a joiner operator? Joiner operator is used when we are joining 2 or more tables. So here we can define the join conditions. Okay, go to here, we input groups, 2 input groups are already there, but we want to give department as also input, right? That is third group, that is already not there. So let us add it first. Go to the joiner operator details, go to input groups, under the groups under the name groups we have to add one more group, right? Here I am adding, see this one I need it for the manager, right? MNGR I am adding as input group, and the first one the name I am modifying it as EMP details, EMPLS employees, and the second manager details, and another one is department. Okay, These are the input groups, and after that we have the output group. Okay, what are the output groups? Output groups, okay, as of now let us forget about it. Just I'm adding manager. You just see here employee details, all the columns we are adding here, they came. Okay, and the second column, and the second one, see here we are adding the department. This is not the department name, right? So let us modify this one. Open details, go to open details, and the otherwise what we can do is, okay, cancel these things, cancel these two operators. Okay, go back to the open details, groups. What are all the groups we have? Departments, delete the department. Okay, so now we have manager, employees and manager. We have given connection for connection for employees. Now add group, that is department. Okay, employees, this one, managers, nothing, department, nothing. Okay, these are the columns we have right now. So for the manager, I need one, I want to add only two columns, right? Based on employee number I can identify manager name. So manager name and employee name I am adding into the manager group, input group. See, in the joiner we have input groups and output groups. So input group, one group means it will represent one table, or join output from a joined tables or filtered, whatever it is. Okay, this is comes under one group. So from the department, again I am going to have three columns: department name and department ID, location. Okay, because I need department name and location name also. So by default, whatever the input columns you are adding, all the columns will come into the output group by default. Here you see employee number 2 times came, department number 2 times came, underscore 1 means 2 times, because already department number is here, and this is the new one, so it became department number underscore 1. But this is coming from two different tables, right? So first department number is coming from employee tables, and the second department number is coming from DEPT table. So now go to the joiner details. Okay, now go to the joiner properties. So on the right side, if we see joiner properties, we have, right, this is the joiner description. We have business name created by joiner condition. Okay, go to the joiner condition. Joiner condition means here we can define the required join conditions. So by default it has analyzed, and by default employees EMP table, department number and DEPT departmental number has been added. Okay, that's a good thing. But there is no join between the managers and employee details, because manager is also actually coming from EMP table only, it's a self join. But here we are joining 3 tables, but we have only one condition, right? So in order to define a proper join on n number of tables, we need at least n-1 join conditions. Okay, so here we have 3 tables, we have to give at least 2 join conditions. one condition is already there. Okay, I'm going to add another condition. So another condition is from employees table I have the manager ID, right? So here also I have the employee number. So from there I'm taking employee name, and here I'm joining with manager ID, because the MGR is nothing but its manager ID in the EMP table, right? So department number is already there, so I have added that. So two conditions we have already added. Okay, give OK, and now see under the employees we need employee number. Okay, yeah, we need employee number, we need employee name, employee name is coming. Okay, fine. Salary, for salary is the output, and hire date we got, and manager name we have to get from employee name, right? Employee name, but it should come from MGR input group. So see these properties, this is coming from MGR dot name, because this is from the second table we have to get, because under the second table from the first EMP table we got the manager ID. Manager ID is again an employee in EMP table, so based on that we are going to fetch the employee details. So here the second E name is nothing but manager name here, so add the manager here, and the department name D name is coming from department, right? Add the department name here, and location I'm adding. So these are all the connections I have given. So now the next part is target. The target is employees, right? So how to load the employees, which operation actually you want to do. Already some records are there. Okay, so do you want to do insert update operation, or do you want to do truncate and insert operation? That is all up to you. So what I am doing here is truncating the table and inserting as a fresh records. Okay, all other parameters will remain same, there is no change in that. So this is how the mapping has been done. So here we are using three tables, one joiner and one target, right? The diagram is looking good now with four tables and one joiner. So if the more operators are there, the diagrams will be more looking good, but at the same time they will be become more complex, right? So now next part is go to the validation part, check if any warnings or errors are there in the mapping. Go to validation completed, there are no issues, everything went fine, good. Now everything is fine, means now we are ready for deployment, right? Now we are ready for deployment means it comes in under control center. So this is our control center. We have SCOT module, SCOT location, SCOT module. Under that we have employees I, right? Instead of employees I, see the naming convention we thought was operation we are doing, and then what kind of operation we are doing on the target. So here we are instead of putting insert, what I will do is truncate insert. So I am renaming it to TI, truncate insert. Okay, validate it. Fine, validation fine. Go to employees table. Here I am creating, this will become as a new one, right? Though it was renamed, but it will be as a new object into the database because the name is completely different. Okay, so I am deploying, I'm going to the deployment, I'm deploying this particular mapping. Code got generated and now it is running. See, oh, it got successfully compiled, completed successfully. You can see the details here. Order all the details we have completed successfully. Jobs processed 1, count error count zeros. So this is the project, under that location, squad, mapping, these are all the details. So this particular object got compiled to the database. Now what we have to do, we have to execute it, right? Then only the data will be loaded into the target table. So I am starting the table, I am starting the mapping. So you see here it got completed, right? Employee TI completed successfully. This you can see here also. Everything deployed properly. This is the time it got deployed. Elapsed time is 5 seconds. Okay, so now go to the database and see how many records are there. See, in the employee table, how many records we have? 14 rows, 14 employees. So for all of them we need the complete details. So in the target also we should have 14 records, right? That is, in employees also we should have 14 records. So let us see what are all the details we have. See, it got inserted only 13 records out of 14. See, the input from EMP table we have 14 records. From department table we have four departments, but still the outcome should be 14, right? Because for all the employees I need to have all the details: manager, employee details, manager details, department details. So I have joined with the department table and employee table, so there should be ideally 14 records, but here it is showing only 13. That means something is not as we expected. That we have to verify. Before that, let us see whether the inserted data is correct or not. So in employees tables, let us say we have Smith, employee number is Smith, or let us order the records. Okay, order by EMP number. Okay, and from employees also let us do the same thing. Order by employee ID. Okay, so first one is 7369. Employee name is Smith. Employee name is Smith. His manager is 7902. 7902 is Ford. So in our record manager name is Ford, right? So this is coming properly. And the other details, what is the salary of Smith? Smith salary is 800. Yeah, that's good. Here also 800. And when he joined the company, 17 December 80. 17 December 80 here also. Okay. And the department, so that means we have employee details and manager details till now, and then the department. Okay, so I'm going to the employee table again, EMP table again, and the department number is 20. Department number 20 means which department? Go to departments, and 20 is research, right? So for Smith the department is research, and the location is Dallas. Location is Dallas. Fine. So all the records came here, but I mean the first record came correctly, so we assume that that means the loaded records, the 13 records which are loaded into employees, they are correct, the details are correct. But there is some problem. There is some problem with the program, our programming, because I expected for how many employees? 14 employees I have expected, but only 13 employees got inserted into the target. So one employee is missing. We have to identify which employee we are missing. So Smith is there, here also Smith. Allen is there, Ward is there, Jones is there, Martin is there, Blake is there, Clark is there, Scott is there, King is there, but King is not here, right? King is missing. Employee King is missing. Why he is missing here? Because our program is not correct, our mapping is not correct. Means see King doesn't have any manager. King is the president, so he is the topmost person, so he doesn't have any manager, right? So but all other employees are having managers.